Morning folks, thanks for joining me for another episode. We're here at Newton Park again today. Absolutely beautiful autumn morning. I'm going to show you a deep dive into the rapid deploy ridgeline and guy line system that I use, which is no more knots. There's a lot of preparation involved with it, which does technically require one knot, but once it's made, you've got it set up forever, and then it goes up in seconds, especially in the winter when you've got cold hands. You just want your shelter up quickly, and this is the way to do it. So for that, we're obviously going to need a tarp, DD tarp for me every single time, a rapid deploy ridgeline, which is just a length of paracord, and then it's got two toggles on it. In this case, I've used some bone that I salvaged from some lamb shanks many years ago, and it's got 4 prusik knots. So that's the knot I was telling you about you'd have to prepare about. It's technically not a knot, it's just a bit of string wrapped around itself. I'm going to try and show you, put it on this tree and this tree behind me. It's going to be quite difficult to film, but I will try my best to get you up close. You can see how these work. They basically just rely on friction as opposed to a knot, and they quick release by pulling a toggle. Very, very handy. Let's get into it. Okay, so the rapid deploy ridgeline consists of one length of rope, whatever length you want it, and at each end you've got a loop, and at each end you've got your toggle. Again, in this case it's a bit of bone. So attach it to the start, we just put the loop around, and then put it around your toggle, and then pull tight. That's not going anywhere now. Okay, so keeping that taut so it doesn't go slack, you've got your 4 prusiks in the middle, leave 3 of them to the side, and 1 of these to the end. So we're at our other end of a tree, we've got 1 prusik and 1 toggle. Now what we do is the toggle goes around the tree, like so. You can see that? And then this little hook, it just goes over the toggle, like that. And then as I pull, done. Just by friction alone off this prusik onto that toggle, that's not going anywhere now. If I wanted to undo it quickly, you just pull the toggle and you're away. We'll tie that again just so we can see it. So we've got prusik, toggle, and leftover rope goes around that end. We put the prusik over the toggle, and then we pull. And that's it, done. I'll show you what a prusik knot is. It's just a piece of string, paracord, whatever you're using, and tie it into a tiny loop. And then all we do is we wrap it internally 2 or 3 times, and then pull down. And that's it. So basically the idea of a prusik knot is you can slide it that way freely, but as soon as there's a bit of weight on there, you try and pull, that's not going anywhere. So prusik knot at that end for the toggle, and then that leaves me with 3 prusiks in the middle. I use 1 for each end of my tarp, and then I've got 1 in the middle if I need to hang my lantern or something like that off it. So now I'll just show you how I attach the tarp to these. Again, no knots, I just use toggles off the little bits of wood as toggles off the floor. That's always worked for me. Try and pick something that isn't manky, because you don't want it failing on you in the middle of the night. I'll take you back camera wise and we'll have a look at that. Found a decent stick to use. You only need a toggle about that big. It's not going to be taking any load bearing weight, it is literally to hold your tarp up. So tarp that bag as always, and find your first corner. So we've got our corner, and then I go down to the second eyelet. Get your prusik knot. You've got a little loop on your tarp. You thread the loop through the prusik, like so. Toggle through your tarp, and that's not going anywhere. We'll do the same on the other side. Spread those out a little bit so we can see. Then I throw, so I've got the corner. I go down 1, 2, thread that loop again through the prusik, and then thread your toggle through to the loop of the tarp itself. And then remember, with the prusiks, once there's tension on them, they're not going anywhere. And that's it. It's essentially how you just tie a tarp to a ridgeline like this. So, as you can see, if I try and pull that, it's not going anywhere, but I can slide them across like that. Absolutely perfect. Very versatile, perfect for DD tarps, because like I pointed out before, they've got many guy out points, and using toggles and prusiks is just the way forward. There's no knots, there's no messing. You can strike it quickly if you need to. You can get it up quickly, more importantly. If that starts pounding down with rain or really bad weather, you just need to get in your shelter quick. So that's the rapid deploy ridgeline. Just toggles, friction, that's all it is. And then that's how you attach your tarp to a prusik knot. I hope it was helpful. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you for your time for watching. Appreciate it.